The spirit of linebacker Sam Mills lives on in 2 words. And the sounding of the drum reminds every Panther to keep pounding as they get ready for a fight here at Charlotte's Bank of America Stadium. Tonight should be a good one, Brock, as we honor John Madden with our Thanksgiving celebration series between the Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers.
And now, your 2025 Carolina Panthers.
And his punter, Ethan Evans, going to send this one away. And we're off and running from Charlotte. Set to return, it's Chuba Hubbard. And he dodged the tackle. And they're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his 3rd season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback. That high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
Xavier Legette, the target on that throw. And now they face second down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. No place for him to go here. The Rams rush all over it. And a sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Might just be a little late to get the ground game going, opening up this game with back-to-back passes. But when you come out of the gate slow and you put yourself behind the sticks, you really don't get into that rhythm you want to find early.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete to Tremble. And this one doesn't go far.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Takes it in at the 26. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle Father Time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field. You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Stafford from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. A pickup of 17. And the Rams have the first down.
17 yards. That's another Rams first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They've got first down here from the 36. Play action now for Stafford. Next with Adams again. And he's going to work this down to the 32. Trayvon Merritt there for the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They send the tight end in motion. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Stafford now on first down. That one complete to Higbee. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Stafford throwing again. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
To number 19. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. Stafford's going to throw once more. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first points of this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
It's Stafford once more. He's got it. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
It's a gain of 8.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and goal, Rams.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal. Williams will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line. Well, Brock, this game, like all of our games this week, one piece of our John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. A way that the NFL and all of us here at EA Sports honor a legendary figure in the history of this game on a holiday he held dear. So for Brock, myself, everybody on our great EA Sports crew, hope you had an excellent Thanksgiving, everybody, and a great weekend of football. Here's Young on 1st and 10. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. That was Tataroa McMillan he was looking for. So 2nd down coming up.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. Escapes the defender. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Stop made by Braden Fisk.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Hits his running back. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st down, Young. Complete out to the right side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Now they send their back in motion right. Shotgun snap now to Young. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New set of downs from 37. Young on 1st and 10. Pass brought in by Tataroa McMillan. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Gets 16 yards on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Again, it's Young. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Finds his man over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Play number 9 of the drive. This is going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Here's Young again. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers trim the lead to 1. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers tie this game 7-7.
Ryan Fitzgerald.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford back to throw. He gets this one in Nakua. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
All set to go now from the 35. Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Nakua here. He's got it. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Stafford now against the blitz. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Here's Stafford. Connects on the crosser. This gets the 1st and more. And they're going to have a few looks at a touchdown here as he gets it down to the 8. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
1st and goal. Here's Williams. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Stafford from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. The Rams break the tie here in the 1st. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Trevor Etienne to return this. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with the twist, and head the other way for a big run.
The inside give to Dowdle. And this one's going a long way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Young. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. All the time in the world. a chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Carolina in punt formation. Back deep for the Rams. It's Xavier Smith. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out. And indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their third touchdown in 3 drives. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Motion the tight end over. Stafford now on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Second and 6 coming up here. Straight ahead with Williams. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Stafford now on 3rd down. He finds Adams, complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And the Rams have the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down throw here for Stafford. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. So it'll be 2nd down.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB can cut off and take the other way.
They've got a man in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. It's a 14-7 game. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They have it 3rd and 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. And really one of the areas, when you watch college game to the NFL game, that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Carolina offense headed out now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Finds the in route complete. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Shotgun give now to Dowdle. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Young working from the gun. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Young throwing here. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Sam Martin on the punt. They could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Stafford finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
On 1st down, here's Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Give to Williams from the gun. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Going from the pistol, Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll motion Smith left. A handoff for Williams, running left. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Thinking touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete, and maybe worse, Brock. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
Stafford gonna go on fourth. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Here's Young to throw. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. Shotgun snap now to Young. And it looks great flying through the air, Bronk, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Man in motion, headed right. On 3rd down, it's Young. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground. We have an injured player down there. Looks like it's a member of the Panthers in some discomfort. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. The Rams headed out to the field now. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Stafford. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half. But hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Completed over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Throw reeled in by Higbee. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They send Nakua in motion left. Stafford now off the play fake. Ooh, put some air under this one, right side. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw, swatted away by the defense.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, Well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Stafford throwing again. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. Panthers pick this one up. Hits the 20. And Carolina makes the house call. Touchdown! The Panthers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers tie things up at 14. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Blake Corum now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution and more than likely making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Ryan continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Another run for Williams. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
And the Rams, 1st down.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Finds a seam down the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and 10.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st down from the 42. Up the gut they go with Williams. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Stafford from the gun. That's over the middle and money to Nakua. And they get this down to the 28. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Williams. And good forward, about 5 yards, it looks like. It's 2nd down now.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Defense showing blitz. Stafford finds him over the middle. It's going to be a short pickup down to the 22. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Running for the marker with Williams. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
On comes Joshua Carty in the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down. It's a 39-yarder from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. There's a flag down, and if this is defensive, could give him a 1st down. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got a 1st inside the red zone. Brought in. And it's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. This is Williams, and he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 2nd quarter lead. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7.
Panthers 14.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Hubbard with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. They'll work against the blitz. McMillan on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Got his man. This is McMillan. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. And with enough time, it's almost inevitable he'll find enough space for a completion.
This is Xavier Leggett. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Here's the give to Dowdle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a play that won't pop on the stat sheet, but the players and coaches won't forget about it. I promise you that. Coaches will file that one away the next time they really need to pick up a few yards.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Running right, here's Hubbard. Tackle made at the 10, 1st and goal coming up. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Young hangs on to it. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More coming up from Bank of America Stadium, though. Stick around. Need better results here on 2nd and goal from the 10. Handoff out of the pistol. Here's Hubbard. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Here he goes. 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's where you got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play called back.
On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on 4th down. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Fitzgerald sends this through, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
we've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Corum now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Rams and Davante Adams getting set for another look here. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Stafford. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Rams, first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
First down from the 42. Throwing now, Stafford. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Stafford has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So first down from the 41. Stafford's going to throw once more. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
That's another Rams first down. A gain of 31 yards. First down, Rams.
Here's the final play of our first half. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Final throw before the break. Buys time, rolling right. And this is taken ahead to the 37. Jared Verse on the tackle. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Rams, and receiver Puka Nacua back out to take possession. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Tight end going in motion here. Stafford now. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Third and long. They're going to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Stafford now on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now Stafford again. He's got his man again. It's Adams. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's a design run. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
QB runs could be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Running right, it's Williams. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Throwing is Stafford on third. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
That's why these coaches get paid, Kate, what they get paid. You got to make adjustments. That's a different look at defense than the one we saw in the first half. And you got to keep fighting, keep scratching, keep clawing, because that effort is going to be key here the rest of the way.
The Rams are set to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And this just gets past the 20 before going out. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Young. The left side, Sanders has it. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Rams going nickel here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now for Stafford. That throw behind his intended target.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Second and 10, still at the 28. Back to throw, here's Stafford. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Just keeps connecting to Nakua. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Panthers set to take the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Young. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Panthers first.
And the Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They run again with Hubbard. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
50-yard line.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Back to the ground they go. Hubbard. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Trying to get outside with Hubbard. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it'll take a new set of downs with that toss run.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's a give to Hubbard. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Young working from the gun. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
52-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Fitzgerald.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Corum now on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Stafford. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So it'll be 3rd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Got a man. That's Nakua. 30 at the 20. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA. The Rams now lead by 10. It's a Puka Nakua touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes the comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Rams drive their lead to 11.
Panthers 20.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. On the return, this is ETN. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Hubbard gets in to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Out of the gun, Young. Finds him on the crossing route. He gets it up to the 35, but this is short. 3rd down coming up.
Oftentimes, play calling's like chess. You got to have just the right move. And in this case, well, that is checkmate. That's a crossing route versus man coverage. Just the right choice, and they got a completion out of it.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Young's going to sneak it. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Panthers are First and 10 at the 36-yard
Kate, is there
line.
a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Connection made to Tremble. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Now he takes it. And Young with a smart move here on the slide as he picks up the first down.
Gain of 9 yards. That's another Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard
You know, Kate,
line.
back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're on him right near the catch point as he gets this to the 24-yard line.
17 yards.
The big play nets him 17 yards.
First down.
And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard
I love throwing on
line.
first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Back to throw. Here's Young. It's his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Catch made over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
Number 18. That's a gain of 3. Now third and 5.
So now here's third and 5. Here's Young again. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Fitzgerald sends this through. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Corum now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Rams and receiver Puka Nacua back out to take possession. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Throwing now, Stafford. Has him on a quick hitter. And his this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. That's good.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. First down, and they go right back to it. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So we're through 3 here. It's Rams ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. All right, here we go. Second down. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Right side into the hands of Adams. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Stafford's pass complete to Devontae Adams. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll air it out on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That one gains 7. And the Rams have the 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Williams now on 1st and 10. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there. Reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak with Stafford. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Rams 1st down. A gain of
That's
a yard.
more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Throwing now on 1st down. Stafford. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Stafford from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Puka Nacua, the target on that throw. So So now they're going to have to figure out this third down.
6 yards to
Hey,
go.
I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Throwing is Stafford on third. Screen here for Williams. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Williams on the carry. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. To throw, Stafford. Completed over the middle. And this one does not go far.
Complete to number 19. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Stafford now. Completes beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
13 yards on the play. That's another Rams first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They'll look to run with Williams. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Running the counter, Corum. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Rams have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. Nice execution to get that counter to the end zone. Maybe not the play we expected, Brock, but the play that they needed right there.
I love a well-executed counter. I really do. It's like a good boxer, Kate. You set him up with a feint one way, and then you hit him with the knockout the other. Keep them from answering the bell and stopping you from reaching that end zone.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams lead by 15 now.
Panthers 23.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Hubbard with a return here. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And, Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it, 2nd and 10. Young looking to throw. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
And the Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the pistol, it's Young. Dumps it underneath, Hubbard. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. Good defensive effort here, drives him back across midfield onto their own side. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Receiver in motion, going left. Young to throw here on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that separation can create the big play down the field.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down. Here's Young to throw. Now set up the screen. It's Hubbard. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd down on by Hubbard. And this is going to be shy at first, but not by much. It's 4th and short.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. Got his man. This is McMillan. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Kobe Turner on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Young working from the gun. That was caught. Hits McMillan again. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
That's a gain of 6.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Brings it in. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Hubbard trying to run his way in. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. It's Hubbard again. And he will not get in. The defense holds. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for 3rd down.
I think I could see that sideline considering a challenge down there. It was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
He tries to sneak it, and he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Panthers can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers get it back to within 1 score. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Whittington now on the return. Jukes away from 1. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. They send Nakua in motion left. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. On the handoff, it's Corum. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's another Rams 1st down. A gain of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Okay, a 2-yard run on first down. I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Corum again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
3rd down.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
The Rams are set to punt. Ethan Evans, the one to kick it away. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. The Carolina offense headed out now. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Looking to throw, Young. This is Leggett working the left side. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers, 8 points behind. New set of downs for them from the 31. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
2nd down now. They need 7. Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite. And the play went right over his head.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for Tenarola McMillan that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
He'll look to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Here he is to throw. Downfield field, and he's got McMillan. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They need the end zone here. They've got 4 chances at it. This is first and goal. Hubbard will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. Now the Panthers decide to spend their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's second and goal. Setting up to pass. That's caught by Hubbard. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. We'll put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Hands are tied. Got to have it on this 4th down. One final shot here. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. Got him right at the goal line. Looks like they kept him out. They did. Stopped a yard shy. There's no time left on the clock. What a tackle to win them this game. So what a way to get them the win here, Brock. A touchdown-saving tackle just before the goal line. It doesn't get any closer than that. Defenders coming over to celebrate as they should. That game-winning play. And this contest, whew, is going to be one we remember for a long time to come. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.